Hey guys, how's it going, man? The thing is, about India is that I got a lot of Indian friends, man, like back in university. And I like them a lot, and they always invited me to go there. But however, I just then never went. There are a lot of reasons why I don't really want to go, but I think the reason of not going is more and more stronger today than 20 something years ago. See, the thing is about China and India, at one point, we aren't that different. We have the same amount of GDP, our people is around the same, but except China is three times the size, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? By the end, I think if you talk about 2019, 97, around there, India, China, pretty much the same, except for maybe Hong Kong, and Macau, you know. But yeah, I mean, like, I know a lot of people that get stomach flu when they come to even Hong Kong and Macau, way back like in 2000, in the 80s, 90s. They're just not used to the food, the water, the whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my stomach has gotten in really good over the years, pretty strong, even eating in mainland China, no problem. And but the thing about today is that China has become better, and that you could go to what most of the eatery, and you wouldn't be worried about. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get food poisoning. It might be like, it mostly would be like slightly a little bit dirty or something like that. It wouldn't be like, hugging the toilet bowl the entire night. And but however, India is still like that today, man. It is, and because of the fact that China has progressed, and now that, like, for me, the case of visiting India is actually a lot, you know, less desired. The thing about it is that there's not much to be desired to be going there. First of all, it's hot. It's like 30 something degrees, 40 something, even sometimes 42 degrees, 43 degrees. Talk about, it's like, 90 something degrees to 100 degrees, Fahrenheit. It is really hot, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to even do anything. If you just go out, you're sweating, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you're in a van or something, like with blasting full AC, you know what I'm saying? I think it's cool. Second is just the traffic there is gonna suck, man. Like, wherever you go, there's still gonna be a lot of traffic jam. It's a fact, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, every single Indian knows that it's gonna be traffic jam. If you're not in a nice car or something like that, if you're riding a motorcycle, you're trying to go fast, you better wear like a mask because it's gonna be so much pollution. So another thing is, there's so much pollution. I love cities. You know what I'm saying? I love going to cities. I love seeing people. But however, if it is very polluted, um, I don't know if I want to be there that badly. Another very polluted city that I actually went to was Indonesia, Jakarta. But however, the malls there are very, 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 very nice. Supreme nice, the best in, I think all of Asia, because of the fact that there's so much bad traffic there. So therefore, they build up their malls to be like inclusive with tennis courts, with golf courses, gyms, hospitals, schools, arcade, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All in a complex. Insanity. It's like, I feel like so cool, like being there. It's just everything's so automated. I mean, I guess it's a little bit boring sometimes if you see those things all the time, but hey, man, everything's there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to lift a finger. You just, everything, it's there. You want to play ball, it's there. You want to go, because the gym is there. You want to go to a minor hospital injury, it's there as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like super dope. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is Chinesey. You know what I'm saying? In those complex, so it's easy to get along. People are nice. You know what I'm saying? They're nice because you're Chinese as well. I mean, like, except for, I don't think Malaysian Chinese are as nice as the Chinese in Indonesia. It's a different level. Um, but it has a lot of complex to do it into it. But yeah, like if you're Chinese, you probably want to see some Chinese stuff in India as well. It's not going to be a lot of Chinese stuff either. You know what I'm saying? So um, that's another thing. And another thing is that there's just no really like awesome development period. Like because of the infrastructure, because of how you needed a visa to go to India, and how things are, and how it seems like they could never really open a full expo. You know, like dude, there's a Shanghai Expo, you know, World Expo. They have had one. There's no like Indian Expo. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really want to make an expo there. You know, and they have never bid for Olympics. Um, then probably I don't know if even if they're qualified to do it. You know, and if they do it, yeah, I don't think a lot of people would want to go that badly. They have to do it in a really good city. That's the thing. I don't know if Delhi's going to be able to handle it, quite honestly. And yeah, it's hot. Well, it's hot. It's dirty. It's busy. And then like let's say for example, like back in the days in Thailand, Bangkok, at least they have it's all they have the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Dirty, busy, blah blah blah. At least they have beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? The easygoing, nightlife is good. Talk about like 30, 40 years ago. Still, it's a real attraction. Cheap beer, great go-go bars, whatever, you know, stuff like that. Guys would enjoy. Sometimes women enjoy it. Gay guys would enjoy it, you know. But I don't think there is that scene like in India. It's just the fact that they have beautiful women there, but like in order for the beautiful women to go even more beautiful than just natural looks, it's like that you have to have a lot of enhancements. Look at Thailand today. Look at like Korea today. Some parts of Japan. Um, Lots of plastic surgeries. Second to none. You know, the women are beautiful. The workouts, everything. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna find as much like in India. You know what I'm saying? It's just the look. Hasn't improved that much. If you look at like women in Korea back in 2000s versus like women in Korea today, that's why there's K-pop. You know what I'm saying? That's why like Bollywood has not become a mainstream song. And we waited and waited and waited, for 20 something years. Seriously, we waited. You know what I'm saying? The MSNBC was hot. They're talking about India was good. Everybody should go to India. They should move their businesses there. We should bring Dunkin' Donuts, bring McDonald's, bring McDonald's was already there, but bring all the Krispy Kreme, all those good stuff, Auntie Anne's, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just bring it all to India. Period. But a lot has failed. Due to the government's crime rates, corruptions, all that other stuff, and sometimes their staff has just a mind of their own, which is maybe not as good. It's harder to train sometimes. I can understand that. So I mean, Chinese they got the same issues as well, but they're getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? The local ordinances work with the FDIs, foreign direct investments. So, I mean, nowadays it's just China is so accessible. It's just the fact that whether I want to go, when I want to go. Actually, when I want to go is not why I want to go. When I do have time. But yeah, yeah, it's just the thing. India is kind of if you're living in India now, or you lived in India, then you think it's normal, it's good. But for us, it's basically a living in a way a nightmare. That's you don't know where the food is coming from. You don't know what's the calories. You don't know what's in it or whether it's clean. Just even food in itself is already a lot of doubting. You can never really enjoy yourself, fully. It's oh wow, I'm not gonna crap in my pants today. That's the thing, you know what I'm saying? I think like it's highly unlikely I'm gonna meet the love of my life either, you know. And if I'm not into Hinduism, if I'm not into yoga, if I'm not into like Bollywood, there's really not much for me to do there, you know. So that's the thing, you know. And I think like Bollywood, really, I mean, it's just after 20 years has passed, it still combined romance with comedy and action all together and musical. It's just I couldn't stand musical. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if I want to listen to music, I'll listen to a CD, MP3, Spotify, YouTube, um, music, whatever. You know, go to a concert. It's not like to go to a movie to listen to music. Like, and it just doesn't really make any sense. Like, all of a sudden, people just start dancing on the streets. They clear the streets and just let you dance. You're not gonna get run over by a truck. You know, those type of things. It's just, I'm not gonna lie to you. I waited. I think like India, we're waiting for India to become a worthy opponent of China, literally. Or like, at least at this moment, they are not. That's all I could say. You know, like literally, we're comparing ourselves with the best. You know, like either Japan or like U.S. You know, that's it. We have space programs. We have other stuff. It's like, look, it's like to tell you the truth. There's nothing wrong with Indian people. Indian people are smart. I think maybe the government is organized that's wrong. You know, and I tell you what, another thing I condone it is the fact that literally, like, yes, the British came and kind of left them with a mess. I understand that, and I think it's just the fact that also haven't they have given themselves way too much freedom to not unite themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like for us, the Chinese, everybody has to speak Chinese, Mandarin. You know what I'm saying? And became mandatory. So um, I know a lot of people who speak very poor Hindis, like in um, in India, and they just like kind of jiggle around with like bad English plus Hindi as their way of communication. So obviously, with anything with very thing localized, there's going to be a lot of miscommunications and have a lot of different accents and doing things wrong, stuff like that. A lot of inefficiencies there. So that's the thing. I mean, today is just I go to China. There's much cooler places in China, like literally cooler, meaning cold. I want to be cooler. I don't want to be more hot. Um, if I'm in hot, I'm gonna want to see like hot babes, and I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm in a hot place, I want to see hot babes and chill and relax and have a good drink. Like I'm not maybe not drinking that much alcoholic drinks nowadays, but sit somewhere like relax and chill out. It seems like I could never do that. Like in most of the India, and you have to actually understand when you're actually a global traveler, then you would know like when there's a bling bling hot one. I'm saying out there. It's just they're gonna not be as many. It's just you need like everything nowadays is total where great body, great face has to go together, and enhancements and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just if you're not gonna, you don't have that, then there's a flaw. When there's a flaw, then it just doesn't create that type of attraction. So I don't know what like well, definitely India is not thriving for Thailand's economy, but I wouldn't lie. Like they should definitely take a piece out of it, and I think people should try to somewhat obey what the city is trying to do. If everybody's like out there like trying to rob or scam or like take advantage of some like foreign ladies, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? You have to like respect them. You have to like give them the higher ground. Let them come here and spend. Let them feel safe. Always, they never want to come. They never will come back. That's the thing. Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, another thing is that like India is Indian food, obviously, different varieties of Indian food, but like for to tell you the truth, another reason why East Asia nowadays is much more people want to come and visit East Asian countries is because literally we have all types of food. When you go to a street, you're damn like you go greeted with definitely Japanese food, definitely like um, Italian food, definitely like you know American food, steak, those type of things, hamburgers, pizzas for sure. What I'm saying, even in like mainland China, unless you're in a really, really, really remote place. But otherwise, like yeah, like all those stuff is there, it's accessible, and most of all, it should be clean. So yeah, I mean, it's just that's what people are looking for. They're looking for those type of things. It seems like it will be hard, for India to kind of fill those like fill the blanks. And unfortunately, the past 20 years, a lot of people has improved a lot. And India has improved, but like they just haven't kept up with the competitors. I mean, if they think they're competing with Pakistan, I don't think they should do that. They should compete with like the best. Literally like take a page from Thailand. You know what I'm saying? Um, they know how to you know have fun. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter for your religious belief. I mean, if you're not making no money, if you're not making no progress, you're making no progress. That's it. Maybe there's room for you in heaven. That's about it. Anyways, thanks very much, man. I mean, like, seriously, I have no hate for Indians. I think it's just like, it's just stupid sometimes, like, how they want to argue with Chinese. I mean, I can tell you, like, Chinese, they, in short, like, they were terrible. Like, 30 something years ago, 35 years ago. It's not a nice place to be. I mean, unless you need to go there to make some money and, do something. It's not exactly the most wonderful place to be. You have to have a lot of your own amenities to make it comfortable. But nowadays, man, like it's definitely it's good. Maybe even better than U.S. That's all I could say. At least there's public transportation. So that's all I could say. So thanks very much, and I'll talk to you guys later.